What's up? How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome. My name is Mihai Pope. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about some street photography I did the other night. Now, unfortunately, I did take my GoPro. I was gonna set it up on top of the camera so I could get kind of, wherever I'm pointing the camera, you guys can see. But the battery died. I don't know what's wrong with it. I charged it before I left. I think it's just I have like a GoPro Hero 5, so it's an older model. I think the battery's just worn out, so maybe I have to get like new batteries for it. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any video of me like taking photos and stuff like that on scene, if you will. But what I'm gonna do is I'll add some photos that I took at the end of this video, so stick around. So this way you guys can at least check out the photos that I took. I went downtown, specifically to Olympic Park, and right across the street there's the Sky View Ferris wheel in Atlanta. Now, the settings I used for the 35mm lens, I had the ISO set at 800. The f-stop was all the way down at 2, and the shutter speed was 1 over 250th of a second. I think overall it worked pretty well. The pictures came out pretty clear, and I was pretty happy with the performance of this 35 lens, especially during doing like night photography. Now, it's also really good because it's a wider lens. If you want to focus, let's say, on architecture, like buildings, things like that. People, you have to get closer, and which you may not feel comfortable doing that. What I do sometimes, if they notice, I'll just ask, "Hey, is it cool if I take your picture real quick?" What's the worst they can say? No, do not take my picture. Cool. And you just move on. It's not that big of a deal. I know some of us, we get anxiety about stuff like that. But the more you do it and the more, just be yourself and just be like, hey, just ask. Most people are going to be like, yeah, sure, no problem. There's a spot over there right by the Ferris wheel, like a I want to say like a food truck, but it's a permanent building. It just looks kind of like a food truck, but it's pretty cool little spot. They have some good food over there. I asked the cook. He had the door open in the back, and he was over there cooking. I asked him if I could take his picture. He's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So I took a couple shots of him. I'll post those as well, and I'll add. I'll definitely credit the restaurant right there as well, and I'll add some pictures where you see the name of the restaurant as well. So stick around for that if you're curious about the restaurant and where it's at and all of that good stuff. So I was pretty happy overall. I gotta say, so far with this new lens that I have, this 35, I'm pretty happy. Now, I'm thinking about doing some landscaping, but the thing is, with doing landscaping with such a wide lens, you have to get close, and I'm trying to figure out like exactly what kind of landscape shots I want to take with this 35 lens. Uh, there's a couple cool waterfalls here in Georgia. Maybe I'll take a trip one day and do that. I definitely want to try it out to see how it does with some like product photography, everyday carry type, photography, stuff like that. If you follow me on Instagram, you know the type of photography I'm talking about. I'll add a link to my Instagram if you want to check it out as well in the description. Go check it out. Everyday carry. I call myself a pirate photography. I do a little bit of everything, you know. Uh, so I enjoy that. I enjoy not putting myself in a box in like a niche, think doing that it helps you as a photographer become more versatile. Uh, just shooting everything, just being a pirate photographer. All right, so back to this 35 lens. What can I say? So far, I don't really see too much negative aspect, other than, if you're doing photo shoots of people, you gotta get pretty close. You gotta get pretty close up, with in a few feet of them to use this 35. Other than that, it's great for architecture, uh, for buildings, things like that. Street photography. I want to go during the day. Well, not during the day, but maybe sunset or sunrise. So get that nice golden hour and see how it performs during the golden hour. That special time of day for photographers. So I don't know if you're interested in getting another lens, and depending on what type of photography you do. If you're like me, if you're a pirate photographer and you do a little bit of everything, this 35 lens could help you. If you're mainly a portrait photographer, well, this may not be the best lens for you to get at this time. You may 50, 85, those usually work a little bit better when you're talking about portrait photography. But other than that, or even landscape, depends. Like I said, it depends. How close can you get when you're doing landscape photography? All right, guys, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to smash that like button because it helps out the alligator. I got you there. The algorithm. Just having a little fun. As usual, thank you so much, guys. Peace.